Welcome to another deep dive. Today we're taking a look at something a little different.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the 2023 Toyota Prius.
Interesting.
You guys sent in this press release directly from Toyota called "The Time Is Now" for Toyota's all-new 2023 Prius and Prius Prime. And, well, it's not your typical car announcement. We're going to break down what's really interesting about this new Prius.
Definitely not your typical car announcement, no.
Yeah.
There's a lot to unpack here.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Right off the bat, it's clear that Toyota is using the Prius to signal something much bigger than just a simple redesign.
Okay.
They're talking about a complete shift in how they approach sustainability.
Interesting.
And they're calling it Beyond Zero.
Beyond Zero. The Prius is actually the first Toyota to wear this new badge.
Right.
But what does Beyond Zero actually mean, for Toyota, for us drivers?
Well, at its core, it's a commitment to carbon neutrality,
Okay.
but goes beyond just their cars.
Oh.
Toyota is aiming for zero emissions across their entire operation. From manufacturing to even the materials they use.
Okay.
It's a pretty big deal for a company of their size to make that kind of pledge.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you could say the Prius is kind of like a poster child for this big change.
Right. But it's not just about slapping a new logo on things, though.
Exactly.
The car itself has gotten a pretty dramatic makeover, too.
Yeah?
Remember, those Priuses from the past? A
little quirky.
yeah, quirky looking. Well, this new Prius is sleek,
Definitely.
sporty, almost coupe-like.
Yeah, it's a real head turner.
It is. It seems like they really want to attract a broader audience with this redesign.
I think that's the goal.
Mhm.
They're realizing that, fuel efficiency alone isn't enough to cut it anymore. They
Yeah.
need to offer style,
Mm-hmm.
performance, excitement to
Yeah.
really compete.
Yeah, for sure. Speaking of performance,
Yeah.
this new Prius has some get up and go.
It does.
They're claiming a 60% increase in horsepower, bringing it up to 196 horsepower.
Wow, that's a big jump.
Yeah. That's not exactly what you think of when you hear Prius,
Right.
So how did they manage to boost the power without sacrificing fuel efficiency?
Well, that's the really impressive part.
Okay.
They've actually achieved the highest fuel efficiency ever are in a Prius.
Really?
Yeah, a manufacturer estimated 57 mpg combined.
Wow, that's impressive. So more power A&D, better fuel economy.
Exactly. They found a way to have their cake and eat it too.
That's pretty remarkable. So it seems like they've really upped their game with the car itself, but let's talk about how they're getting this message out.
Yeah, the marketing is key.
Toyota is not just, letting the car speak for itself.
No, they're going all out.
They're launching a massive marketing campaign called "This is Prius Now."
This is Prius Now.
I like it.
It sounds like they're making a real statement.
They are. And it's a multi-pronged approach. They've got several different ad agencies involved, each with its own unique spin.
Oh, wow. So they're not putting all their eggs in one basket, huh? Nope. They're covering all their bases. From playful commercials to, really edgy artistic stuff. They're trying to get people talking about the Prius in a whole new way.
So it's not your typical car commercial campaign.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
It's much more dynamic and interesting.
Yeah, I can see that.
There's even a commercial called Black Sheep that uses humor to, present the Prius as this kind of rebel breaking away from the pack.
Oh, interesting. So they're trying to reposition the Prius as something cool and different.
Exactly. They want to challenge those old perceptions of what a Prius is and who it's for. It's not just for eco-warriors anymore. It's for everyone.
Yeah, that makes sense. So they've got the redesigned car, the big Beyond Zero commitment, this massive marketing put. It seems like they're really pulling out all the stops.
They are. They're aiming for a complete market saturation, trying to reach potential buyers wherever they are.
Okay.
Whether they're watching TV, scrolling through social media, you name it.
So it's a pretty comprehensive strategy.
Yeah, absolutely. It's all about making a statement, creating buzz, and putting the Prius back on the map in a big way.
Okay, so we've got the redesigned Prius that's both powerful and fuel efficient, a major commitment to sustainability with the Beyond Zero initiative, and a marketing blitz that's sure to turn heads.
They're definitely making a splash.
But we can't forget about the Prius Prime.
Oh, right. The plug-in hybrid option.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
getting a serious upgrade too, right?
Absolutely. One of the most significant improvements is the extended electric range.
Okay.
The new Prius Prime boasts an impressive 44 miles on electric power alone.
Wow. That's a pretty significant increase.
It is. It's a 75% increase from the previous generation.
Wow, that's huge.
That means a lot of drivers could potentially do most of their daily driving without using any gas at all.
Yeah, that's pretty incredible.
It really changes the game for those who want to minimize their environmental impact and, save some money on gas.
Yeah, for sure. But what about when you do need to use the gas engine?
Right.
What kind of fuel efficiency are we talking about then?
Well, even in hybrid mode, the Prius Prime delivers a very respectable 52 combined MPG.
Okay, not bad at all.
Not bad at all. And they haven't neglected performance either.
Oh,
The Prime also gets a power boost, which translates to quicker acceleration.
interesting.
And they've even added a new feature called Traffic Jam Assist.
Traffic jam assist. That sounds interesting.
It is. It's all about making those stop-and-go commutes a little less stressful.
Okay, so it's kind of like a driver assist feature.
Exactly. It's there to make the driving experience more enjoyable, even in those, less than ideal conditions.
Right, right. It seems like they're really packing in the tech and features that today's drivers are looking for.
They are. They're really aiming to make the Prius Prime a true standout in the plug-in hybrid market.
Okay, so they've tackled performance, efficiency, but what about the tech side of things? Today's drivers expect a certain level of connectivity and entertainment in their cars.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And they've definitely stepped up their game in that department.
Okay, good to hear.
The new Prius comes standard with a Toyota audio multimedia system,
Oh, okay.
which includes a large touchscreen display and a whole suite of connected features.
Right, right. So they're not skimping on the tech.
Not at all. And for those who want an even more immersive experience, they're offering a larger 12.3-inch touchscreen as an option.
Oh, wow. That's pretty big.
It is. They're really emphasizing the user experience here.
Yeah, it seems like they're trying to make the Prius's interior a very tech-savvy and enjoyable place to be.
Exactly. And it's not just about entertainment either.
Oh.
Safety is a top priority, as it should be.
Of course, of course.
The Prius comes standard with Toyota Safety Sense 3.0,
Okay.
which is a suite of advanced driver assistance features designed to help prevent accidents and keep you safe on the road.
So basically like a co-pilot.
Yeah, you could say that.
Okay, that's great to hear. So what exactly IS included in Toyota Safety Sense 3.0? I know a lot of car companies have their own versions of these systems, but they don't always explain what they actually do.
Right, right. Well, Toyota Safety Sense 3.0 includes things like a pre-collision system with pedestrian detection,
Okay.
lane departure alert with steering assist,
Uh-huh.
full speed range dynamic radar cruise control, and more.
Wow, that's quite a bit.
It is. It's a comprehensive package designed to provide an extra layer of protection for both the driver and passengers.
Sounds like they've really thought of everything.
They're trying to cover all the bases for sure.
Yeah, yeah. And for those who are looking for a more premium experience,
Mm-hmm.
they're even offering features like a JBL premium audio system in the Prius Prime.
Yep. It's really interesting to see how they're blurring the lines between what we traditionally think of as a, fuel-efficient hybrid
Yeah.
and a more luxurious high-tech vehicle.
Right. It's kind of like they're redefining what a hybrid can be.
Exactly.
They're saying you can have it all. Style, performance, technology, and eco-friendliness.
It's a bold message.
It is, and it really seems to be reflected in everything from the car's design to, like you said, even the marketing campaign.
Yeah, they're really going for it.
They are. But with all this talk about appealing to a wider audience,
Yeah.
who exactly are they targeting with this new Prius? Is it still aimed primarily at, environmentally conscious buyers? Or are they trying to lure in a more mainstream crowd who might prioritize things like, performance or design?
That's a great question. And honestly, I think they're trying to do both.
Okay.
They're not abandoning their core base of eco-conscious drivers,
Right.
but they're definitely trying to broaden their appeal to those who maybe wouldn't have considered a Prius before.
Okay.
People who appreciate style, want a little pep in their step when they drive, but still care about fuel efficiency and technology.
So it's a bit of a balancing act.
It is.
They're trying to appeal to both the kind of like traditional Prius buyer and this newer, maybe more style-conscious customer.
It's a tricky strategy.
Yeah.
They need to reassure those longtime Prius fans that they haven't abandoned their roots, while also attracting new buyers who might have dismissed the Prius as being, too niche.
True granola, maybe.
Yeah, exactly. Or just too focused on saving gas.
So it's a bit of a gamble.
It is. But if they can pull it off, it could be a game changer, not just for Toyota, but for the whole hybrid market.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, before we get too far ahead of ourselves, though,
Yeah.
there's one more thing I want to point out from the press release.
Okay.
It mentions that the Prius Prime will be available in SE, XSE, and XSE premium grades, while the standard Prius comes in LE, XLE, and limited trims.
Okay. So different naming conventions for the hybrid and plug-in hybrid models.
Exactly. Why do you think they've chosen to structure the lineup this way?
You know, I think it's a strategic move to create a clearer distinction between the two.
Okay.
Even though they share the same basic platform and design.
Right, right. So it's not just about the powertrain anymore. It's about like different levels of features and maybe even a different image they're trying to project.
Exactly. They're probably trying to target slightly different segments within the hybrid market.
Yeah, makes sense.
By offering this range of trim levels with varying features and price points, they can appeal to a wider spectrum of buyers.
Yeah, that's a good point. So it's about giving people choices.
Exactly.
You know, meeting their specific needs and preferences.
They can cater to the, more budget-conscious buyer who's mainly looking for fuel efficiency.
Right.
And they can also offer those higher-end trims with more luxury features and technology for those who are willing to spend a bit more.
So it's about having something for everyone.
That's the idea.
Okay, so we've talked about the redesign, the performance, the tech, the different trim levels, and even the marketing strategy.
It's a lot to take in.
It is. It seems like Toyota has really put a lot of thought into this new Prius.
Yeah, they're not messing around.
They're not. They're really trying to make it a success.
Oh, that's the goal, right?
It is. It is. But the question remains, will this new Prius actually break free from its old image and become a mainstream hit?
That's the million-dollar question.
It is. And we're going to dive into that a little bit more in our next segment.
Sounds good.
Stay tuned. It's a big gamble for sure.
Yeah, it is. Trying to appeal to, such a diverse group of drivers.
It is. But let's dive into some specifics from the press release here.
Okay, yeah.
What stood out to you about the car's features?
Well, besides the fuel efficiency and the power boost,
Yeah.
I think the emphasis on technology is huge.
Yeah, yeah. The tech.
Yeah. They talk about the standard Toyota audio multimedia system, a large touch screen, and even, the option for that bigger 12.3-inch screen.
Right.
They're really trying to up the ante when it comes to the whole in-car experience.
Yeah, it seems like they're going all in on making the Prius a really tech-savvy ride.
Definitely.
But they haven't forgotten about safety, right?
No, not at all.
The press release mentions Toyota Safety Sense 3.0 as a standard feature.
Yeah, that's huge.
So what's that all about?
Well, safety's paramount these days.
Of course. Yeah.
And Toyota Safety Sense 3.0 is a pretty comprehensive suite of driver assistance features.
Okay.
It includes things like a pre-collision system with pedestrian detection, lane departure alert with steering assist,
Okay.
full speed range dynamic radar cruise control.
Yeah.
It's basically like having an extra set of eyes watching out for you.
Oh, wow. That's a lot of safety tech.
Yeah, they're not skimping on that.
It sounds like they're, really covering all the bases here.
Yeah, I think so.
From performance and efficiency to technology and safety.
Mm-hmm.
And they're even offering some premium features, right?
They are, yeah.
Like a JBL premium audio system in the Prius Prime.
Yeah, it's like they're really blurring the lines between what we traditionally think of as like a fuel-sipping hybrid and a more luxurious feature-packed car.
Yeah, it's really interesting.
Like they're saying you can have it all.
Yeah. Yeah.
Style, performance, tech, A&D, be eco-friendly.
It's a pretty bold statement.
It is.
Speaking of having it all, the press release also goes into detail about the different trim levels available.
Oh, right.
The Prius Prime comes in SC, XSE, and XSE premium grades.
Okay.
While the standard Prius offers LE, XLE, and limited trims.
So different names for the hybrid and the plug-in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you make of that strategy?
I think it's a smart move to to offer that variety of trim levels with distinct names for the hybrid and plug-in hybrid.
Okay.
It lets them really target specific segments within the market.
Right.
And appeal to a wider range of buyers.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
You give people options.
Yeah, choices.
Exactly, choices.
Yeah.
Meet their specific needs, preferences.
Right.
You can have the more, affordable entry-level option for people who maybe prioritize that fuel efficiency above all else.
Yeah.
And then you can also have those higher end trims with, more luxury, more technology for those who are willing to pay a premium.
Yeah. So they're casting a pretty wide net here.
They are.
Yeah.
Hoping to reel in, as many drivers as possible.
Yeah. So, they've revamped the design, boosted performance, packed it with tech.
A lot of tech.
And even thought strategically about these trim levels.
It seems like they've really thought of everything.
It does. It does. They're pulling out all the stops to make this new Prius a success.
Well, it's a big launch for them.
It is.
It has to be.
Yeah. But the big question remains, will it pay off? Will this new Prius really appeal to a wider audience?
That's the question, isn't it?
It is. It's a gamble trying to, make the Prius sportier, more mainstream.
It is a big shift.
It is.
Yeah.
Will it resonate with, those drivers who who just dismissed it before as,
As too niche.
Yeah, too niche,
road.
too focused on just saving fuel.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It's like they're saying, look, you don't have to sacrifice style, performance, technology to be eco-conscious.
Yeah.
But will that message, I don't know, will it really convince buyers,
Well, I think it depends.
Yeah.
It depends on, how successful they are at changing perceptions.
Right.
They have a big task ahead of them.
Yeah.
To really shift the way people think about the Prius.
Right.
It's not just a fuel-efficient car.
Right.
It's a statement.
It's a statement.
About modern living,
Yeah.
About sustainability without compromise.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
And they're putting a lot of resources into this launch.
They are, yeah.
From the redesigned car itself to that Beyond Zero initiative to this huge marketing campaign.
It's a big bet.
It is a big bet, yeah.
They're really, I don't know, it seems like they really believe in the future of the Prius.
Yeah, they're not holding back.
And, in its potential to attract, a new generation of drivers.
Right.
So I guess the final verdict is, it's up to you, the drivers.
Yeah.
Will you embrace this new era of the Prius?
Will it be a success?
Yeah. Will it be a success? Or will it be, I don't know, a flop?
We've unpacked the press release.
We did.
We've analyzed the features.
I have.
Explored the marketing, but ultimately it's up to each driver to decide if this is the car for them.
Right. Well, thanks for joining us for this deep dive.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Into the 2023 Toyota Prius. Hopefully you've gained some insights, maybe even a new perspective.
Always good to learn something new.
On what a hybrid can be. So until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep diving deep.